Now, I want to bring in the better minds, but I do have to tell you, I know you hear reporters say all the time, we should know, we should know. No, not always, especially when there's a pending investigation. I totally respect that as an officer of the court myself. However, if this is about not tailor-made drugs for one guys or an experiment among one group, if there is a product on the streets, Kansas City is not immune from what's been going on with fentanyl. And 2023 was a bad year, and they had an explosion from 2018 to 21 to 2021, like so many other cities across the country, like up 1,000%. Okay? That's another issue of disclosure for the authorities, because you want to warn people, be careful. Be careful what you're getting on the street and who you're getting it from. Let's bring in board-certified forensic pathologist Dr. Priya Banerjee and former FBI agent, NewsNation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. First, as a pathologist, the idea of how little fentanyl it takes to kill you is something that is shocking even to habitual users. Am I wrong?
Yes. No, that's, I just listened to your whole opening, and I think what we can learn as a nation, as a lay nation, is how susceptible anyone is to this overdose phenomenon. Fentanyl is devastating our country. And unfortunately, these were three healthy young men having fun, and that got the better of them. And what you're showing is so critical. It is like grains of sand that you need to overdose.
We're showing it on the tip of a pencil.
Medicine.
We're showing it on the tip of a pencil right now.
Tip of a pencil, that little white granules that you see. Flecks, they look like dust almost.
Right.
And, a few grains of sugar. It wouldn't even occur to someone to just brush it off, really. And honestly, it's all white. And so what's happening is sometimes people think they're just getting cocaine. They don't know what they're getting.
Right.
And that little bit of fentanyl that's mixed in to, make it better, it gets the better of them, unfortunately. It's that little to overdose.
I mean, look, I've been covering this for over 20 years. I've been around it longer than that. I've never been afraid of a drug the way I am with fentanyl. Jen, and we've talked about this before, it's because of the accidental killing. This isn't just like, oh, you overdosed because you got it wrong or were stronger than you thought. It takes like nothing. Now, in terms of the investigation, what does it mean that Jordan Willis isn't dead? And what that feeds for investigators, Jennifer, in terms of if there is criminal level of responsibility?
Well, Jordan Willis isn't dead, and neither is individual number 5, the other person that was there. And I really believe that this has to do with the chocolate chip cookie effect, which is basically these little amounts of fentanyl that are scattered throughout the drug. Are you going to get a chocolate chip or are you not? If you get that chocolate chip of that fentanyl, that is when you die. And so I believe likely that these two didn't get the big dose. Also, in terms of the investigation, certainly if either of these two supplied this drug, they are definitely vulnerable to be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Absolutely. And I noticed a trend. They are starting to crack down on actually charging dealers and charging suppliers more and more to try to put a noose on this fentanyl epidemic, which they should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a novel theory. They should be going after the cartels. It's why people should be paying attention to the border. Nothing kills us the way this drug does. And it is shocking to me what we spend energy on, political, emotional, and otherwise, and what we ignore. Now, in terms of criminality, the extreme end of the spectrum, Jennifer, will be not only are you alive because of the chocolate chip effect of, that you didn't get a tainted piece of this drug, but if you made the drug and you gave it to your friends as a product, try this, and that's why you're not dead. That'll be the outer extreme of criminal responsibility, yes?
Absolutely. And that is going to be still, I believe, involuntary manslaughter, recklessness that was done in this case. And then also, I think you have to add on to it the lesser charge of did he provide aid if indeed he knew they were lying there dead. You got a coat in the house. You got other belongings that were there. You got cars out front. I mean,
I'm
put
with
two
you.
and two together.
I haven't looked into Missouri's law enough, though. I don't know if there's an assistive, if there's an assistive aid and abet. I don't know what they do. Some of these are called Good Samaritan laws. If you're not directly responsible, where does legal responsibility kick in? So I'm not sure. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.